Hi, my name is Yuri Medvinsky, and I will be presenting a final project on Skype Overview on digital forensics. The history of this project is it was originally written by Omar Ahmed in fall 2013. He created a modular Windows tool that basically acted as a data gathering tool, and it looked into the Windows operating system and searched for all the installed programs, visited sites, any types of downloads, etc. The tool was primarily written for Windows only, so you can't really use it on other operating systems. The tool that I wrote, which was a plugin, it interfaces with his Windows tool, and the plugin is called Plugin Skype Overview. It was written in Python 2.7.1. And what the tool does is it searches the Windows operating system for all Skype-related database files. So it will basically search all of your Windows operating system partitions, like the C drive, the D drive, and in case you installed it in different locations, it will find the database files, and it will primarily target the main DB file as a venue for extraction. It will also identify all the user accounts that use Skype and extract their data as well. The kind of data that the tool extracts, or should I say the module, is the user account names, Skype names, contact list records, phone numbers, addresses, emails, chat logs, and call records. We're using the main DB file to get all that information. The main DB file can be accessed by pretty much any SQLite client or SQL client. In our presentation, we're going to be using the SQLite Man, which is a GUI-based client. It's very light, comes very handy for this job. And so the main DB file also requires no credentials, so you can access it without any usernames or passwords requirements. So when you run the Windows gathering tool, you initially run it as Python main.py. So main.py is kind of like the main file, and for that file you write plugins. So basically that script calls other plugins to do various tasks. Again, in my case, I was writing a specific module that just targets the Skype data gathering information. Once the data gathering is done, it will be placed into the results.db file. From there, we can query all the collected data using select star from results. But that will give you information about everything. So not only what my module collected, but also what other modules have collected. If you want to identify just what my module collected, then you have to do kind of more of a strict search by doing the select star from results where plugin name equals Skype Overview. That would just give you the Skype information that was collected. So let's go ahead and see how this works. So as you can see, in the same directory, we have main.py file, which is the main file, and we have a bunch of different plugins for it. Again, these plugin browser information, plugin file magic, plugin installed programs, plugin Windows overview, that is something that has already been done, and that's not what we're targeting right now. We're going to be looking at the plugin Skype overview. So let's go ahead and run the main file. It's going to take a little time to collect the information because it does a search for all different database files, and it tries to extract them. So it's going to take a couple of seconds for it to run. So let's go ahead and see what kind of output it presents. Okay, so it looks like it found a lot of information. Let's go ahead and scroll back to see what kind of information it found. Okay, so as you can see right now, this is what's being printed out by the Skype Overview module. We found a lot of database-related files, and we also found that there are 2 user profiles in Skype. And each user profile has main.db, and inside that main.db file per user profile is the information that we're going to be extracting. So right now we're looking at URA718 user profile, and so this is his account information, but as you can see that a lot of stuff is not filled out by the user because we see none next to all these parameters, but except for the email. So we have extracted the email from this account. The next thing we're going to look at is his contact lists. This is just a general standard Skype contact list that everybody has. And then he's got other information with different users. Again, some users will not have their profiles fully filled out, which is okay. Others have it fully filled out. And that information we see printed out to screen. The next thing we're going to look at is the chat logs. So we can see that the time and the date of the chat, and it looks like there was a chat session between these user accounts, gazi.meme and URA718. Scrolling down through the chat information, we come to the next item, which is the call records. It looks like there was 1 call record made to this account. So URA718 made a call to this number, but it looks like it was just a call that was hung up immediately because we have 0 minutes of talk time. The next profile we're going to take a look at is Extras718. This profile has a little bit more information filled out, like the full name, the birthday, country, city, phone, home, phone off. Actually, phone office is none, but that's okay. And his email account. And again, we're going to take a look at his contact lists. And let's see, it looks like we have another Gazi meme there. And there's another chat session between the 2 accounts. And then we come to the call records. So it looks like there was 36 minutes of talk time between these 2 accounts. So Extras718 made a call to Gazi meme and talked for 36 minutes. The next section, this information is from the previous project that was originally written, but we can still take a look at it. And this is information that's being extracted from the results.db file, because you can see there's an info on the side, so that information is coming from the database. Again, there's a lot of different modules that were used to extract different types of data. That just goes to show you that the tool is modular and you can write pretty much different code for it to search to find different information and then place it into the results.db file. Again, this is the information that was extracted by the Skype Overview module. And this information right now is being extracted from the database. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the database site looks like. So again, let's verify that the database has been created, and it's called results.db. We're going to use SQLiteman to access the database. Let's see, we're going to open recent files, so results.db. To select everything from the results.db, you just type a query select star from results and then run. This gives you everything. If you want to have a targeted approach and you just want to select Skype information, Then we're going to say select star from results, where plugin name, which is this area, plugin name, equals Skype Overview. And there we are. So we have all the Skype information that was found on the operating system, and it was placed into the results DB file. It's the same information that was printed to the screen, except now we have a place where we store that information. So if we scroll down, we're looking at all the database files that were found. Again, we're going to be targeting the main DB file. From there, we're going to be extracting user account information and yeah, all the contact lists, all the chat logs, and all the call records. And we're going to be doing that for each profile that's registered in Skype. So this pretty much concludes the presentation for Skype Overview. As you can see, the module did a successful run, and yeah, like this main.py file is basically, like I said, it's very modular, so you can write a lot of different code for it. So thank you very much. Hope you have enjoyed it.